like we always have the same amount of resources, just there are like
True.
different
But
settings.
if I take this apple and I take the seed out of it and I plant it, it grows and it has multiple apples. So there shouldn't be limited resources.
Some of the resources are limited.
Okay. Broke the cycle. I love it that you're talking about cycles here. Yeah.
Maybe it's not about resources, it's about population.
Okay. Oh, the population is growing.
Yeah.
And the resources are growing, but not at the same rate.
Yeah.
That's economics. It's beautiful. So it's a problem because we're growing too fast and the resources are not. Great. That's what you're talking about. What's your name?
Asil?
Asil?
Yeah.
This is going to lead us to the next example. This has to do more with economics. This is called the apple game. I'm going to explain to you why I think resources are slowly being limited. And we're going to talk about the cycle, but it's not the ecological cycle we're talking about. It's actually an economical cycle. Does anyone know what supply and demand is here in the class? Supply and demand.
Like in a basic level, you understand?
Yeah, like what is, if this apple is in the equation and you are in the equation, what's supply and what's demand?
That's supply.
Supply? And what's demand?
We wanted that.
Demanding the apple. Okay. So we're going to play a little game, and we're going to talk about the cycle we were talking about. So this apple right here is going to change the world. It has a special modified technology, which is called Snow White. You know why it's called Snow White? It can grow in freezing temperatures. There's going to be a global ice age in the future, and we need an apple that can actually grow. Another special quality is it has is that it can grow, as you can see here, from a seed to a tree in one day. That means we're going to save all the starving people in the world. The reason I came here to this room in Ktoa is because there's 5 apples here which I want to take and distribute to the poor. But I don't have these apples. I need to demand them from you. So I demand all the apples. Where are the apples? How much do you want for this apple? Come on, it's for a good cause. We're saving the poor.
I don't know. If I'm following my thinking and like if I want this apple, I don't want to sell this apple at any. If I really want to keep this apple for myself, for my family, for my personal supply and demand, I would.
This door is open. You can go out. Yeah. Fine.
I'd like to listen to the lecture a little bit more.
Come on, I need the apple. Please, I'll pay you any sum you want. I'll give you the farm for the apple.
The farm
Yeah.
for one apple.
Yeah. Okay, next. I'll move on.
No, I was going somewhere in my thoughts,
I just-
but I want to play along with you.
How much do you want for the apple?
$365.
You'll get $400 for it. Because you're so generous and you need to make a living and you need to pay your family, all that stuff. I need that.
But can we include some royalties in as well?
Hey, that's what I do.
Okay, you'll get royalties. I don't know what that means. You want a crown or something? Good one. Yeah, next. How much do you want for the apple?
I think I'm gonna grow it in my garden, and then I have a tree, and then I have some more, and I could sell you one.
Oh, we want to save the poor.
Yeah.
I need the apple.
No, one day. It takes one day. Tomorrow.
I'm going to have to send the police. We need the apple. It's a law. It's a state law. You have to give me the apple.
No, it wasn't the state law.
Now it is. I need the apple.
So what do you want me to do? You force me to give you the apple?
I wanted to pay you money, but it's like, sometimes people don't listen to reason. I can give you $1 million for that apple. If you want. But I need the
So
apple.
why is that under law?
What?
I don't understand why you...
Oh my God. What are you teaching them?
Okay, $1
Million shekel.
million.
I just said for breathing shekel. Okay, next. How much do you want for the apple?
Why you want that?
I told you before, I want to save the poor. I'm going to take the seeds and distribute them to the world, to all the poor people. I'm going to plant them in like Uganda.
Like, is there like some scarcity?
Yeah, there's scarcity all over the world. 90% of the population is starving in the world. I need the apple. You don't want money for it? You just gotta go and check it. I'll give you 5 shekels. No. I'll take it for free. Smart. Okay, I want to buy the door, by the way. Who owns the door?
No, we need the door. We can't sell the door.
Why not?
We need the door because otherwise the air conditioner is for nothing. It's not ecological.
I need the door police to tell her to give me the door. Come on, this is so hard. You're thinking too much. I've been doing this lecture for like 3 years.
Okay, let's say $1 million for the door.
Okay, you got $1 million for the door. Thank you. The door is mine. I'm taking the door and I'm closing it because I don't want the air conditioning to come out.
Great.
But it's locked and I have the key in my pockets, and now the rules change a bit. And I told you this apple is going to change the world because it's going to help people to survive. And now you have to survive because you're locked in this room. And I have all the apples.
The windows to turn off.
What?
The windows to turn off.
There are not any windows to close. It's a closed, how do you call it, a closed circle? It's a closed circle. How much are you willing to pay for this apple?
$2 million.
We were so smart before now. Okay, $2 million.
I'm hungry, I'm starving, of course I will.
Anyone wants to pay more for this apple? You know what she's going to do? She's going to take this apple, and because it's a closed circle, she's going to divide it up in 6, just like they do in real estate. She's going to divide it up between you people. Each one is going to pay her $2 million. You sure you want her to take the apple? Anyone else wants to pay? I give free loans, no interest. Come on.
Yeah,
$2.5 million. Wow. Smart move. Anyone else? Not real money.
I want to buy all of them.
All of them?
Yeah. How much do you want?
All of them. Well, she said 2.5 times 5, including commission, including interest. How much? How much is that? 35?
Take 20.
20 million for all of them?
Yeah.
Let me think about it. Why do you want all of them?
I want to control the market.
You want to control the market. Okay. How many? 25?
$20. Yes.
They're yours. But the door is still mine. So we're writing down a contract. You have the contract. You owe me $25 million. And I'm opening the door because the door is still mine. That means people can come in and out whenever they want. What happened to you?
I lose money.
How much do you lose? If the door is open, how much is this apple worth? This Snow White, beautiful apple.
That's because I have competition with the outside.
Great. Competition. Each one can buy an apple wherever he wants. What happened to this supply when I closed the door? It becomes precious when I close the door and becomes expensive. The minute the supply is limited, somebody is limiting and monopolizing on the supplies, what happens to the price? Goes up. What happens if I open, what is the demand? You're the demand. What happens if I open the door? People can go up, supplies can come in and people can go out. So the demand comes down. In order to control the market, it was beautiful what you said, you just missed one little point. In order to control the market, you have to control the supply chain and the demand chain. If you can control both, and it's possible to control both, by the way, if you can do that, the sky is the limit. Now, this is just an example, okay? Actually, I didn't finish the example because I was going to do another little trick and sell you soil in order to grow this apple for another $1 million. And then sell you what? Water for another $1 million. And then sell you?
Yeah.
It's a good one. I didn't think about that. But I would have sold you like special LED lights and sold you like all these supplies and you would have been in huge debt. Am I making anything up here? This is what's happening around the world. It's amazing.
We just only can do it only with water. So we don't need the soil.
So yesterday we were in hydroponic too.
Hydroponic.
Okay. Can you believe that story? You just bought apples for 25 million. So, what I want you to remember, the most important part for me in permaculture, I'm still speaking about permaculture, I know this sounds like economics, is that the smaller the supply of apples, the higher the cost. Limited resources means an ever-growing price of living. Somebody is making money off of this. And these people that are making money off of this, the 1%, 20%, whatever you want to call them, will never stop. Why should they stop? They're making a lot of money. The bigger the apple supply, the lower their cost. Abundant resources mean reducing the cost of living. That's what permaculture is for me. Reducing the price of living in an ecological way. Very important.